Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you for giving us the opportunity to present our assignment today. My name is Vicky Barlantia Aisyana, and together with my partner, Yunisa Indi Mareta Rahmawati, we would like to present our advanced grammar project entitled Aisyah binti Abu Bakar. In this presentation, we will analyze several grammatical features found in the text and explain how they are used in context. Without any further ado, let's move on to the first slide. Before we start, I would like to explain the materials that will be discussed in this presentation. There are 9 topics that we will cover. They are introduction of the text, new vocabularies, sentence structure, preposition followed by gerund, degree of comparison, intensifier, words followed by preposition, conjunction, and reflection. The text tells us about Aisyah binti Abu Bakar, one of the wives of Prophet Muhammad. She was known for her intelligence, deep understanding of Islam, and her contribution to Islamic teachings. She narrated many hadiths and became an important Islamic scholar. Her life is an example of dedication to learning and sharing knowledge with others. Next, I would like to explain some important vocabularies found in the text. The first word is companion, which means a close friend or companion. The second word is caliph, which refers to a leader of the Muslim community after Prophet Muhammad. The next word is narrating, means telling or reporting stories, especially hadiths. And then opposing, means resisting or disagreeing with something. And the last word is influential, means having a strong effect on other people. Now, let's move to the sentence structure. There are 3 types of sentence structures found in the text. The first is simple sentences, the second is compound sentences, and the third is complex sentences. A simple sentence contains only one independent clause. For example, she was highly respected for her knowledge. And the next is a compound sentence. A compound sentence combines 2 independent clauses using conjunction such as and or but. For example, Aisha lived another 45 years and she remained active in the Muslim community. And the last is complex sentence. A complex sentence contains one independent clause and one dependent clause. For example, after the death of Muhammad, Aisha remained active in education. Next, we will discuss preposition followed by gerund. In English grammar, after a preposition, the verb usually changes into a gerund form which ends with ing. Some examples from the text are focused on teaching, role in opposing policies, and interested in learning. Thus, examples show that the verb comes after a preposition and changes into a gerund. Okay, that's all from me. Next, my partner will continue the presentation by explaining degree of comparison, intensifier, words followed by preposition, examples of conjunction, and the last is reflection.
Okay, here I will continue and explain more clearly for my friend's presentation about several grammar points found in the text. First, I will explain about degree of comparison. Degree of comparison is used to compare people, things, or qualities. There are third types: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. The first is positive degree. Positive degree describe a quality without comparing it to other. For example, strong understanding and unique position. This paraphrase simple describes someone quality. The second is comparative degree. Comparative degree compared to people or things. For example, more influential, and other, more active in the Muslim community. The word more show comparison between one person and another. The third is superlative degree. Superlative degree show the highest level or the most extreme quality. For example, one of the most important wife and one of the most influential women. The purpose most influential show the highest degree of comparison. Next, I will explain about intensifiers. An intensifier is a word that strengthens or emphasizes the meaning of an adjective or verb. Some examples are highly respected, strongly encouraged, and deeply knowledgeable. In this example, the word highly, strongly, and deeply make the meaning strong and more emphatic. So, intensifier helps speaker express strong feelings or strong description in the sentence. In English, some words are naturally followed by specific preposition. These combinations are commonly used and must be remembered. Some examples are respected for, influence in, focus on, daughter of, and credit with. For example, she is respected for her intelligence. He is influenced in social media. Using the correct preposition is important because it makes the sentence grammatically correct and natural in English. Next, I will explain about conjunction. Conjunction are words used to connect words, purpose, or sentence. There are third types mentioned here. The first, coordinating conjunction. Example are and but. This conjunction connect word or sentence with equal importance. The second, supporting conjunction. Example are after, attack, and during. This conjunction connects independent clause to independent clause. The third is correlative conjunction. The example is not only but also. This conjunction is used in pairs to connect equal ideas in the sentence. For example, she was not only intelligent but also encourages. From this activity, we learn that studying grammar through a text is both effective and interesting. By analyzing the story, we could identify grammar directly for real sentence. We also understand grammar in context, not only through theory. Besides, this activity improves our reading and analytical skill. Learning grammar through text also helps students remember grammar patterns more easily because the example come for meaningful context. So, grammar learning becomes more practical and enjoyable. That is all from our presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.